Hey guys, welcome back. I'm making a video for you to work on transitions again. We worked on transitions yesterday, but today we're working on page 212. 212. So yesterday we talked about transitions and that they are words or phrases that show a relationship between ideas, and they link ideas within a sentence or between two sentences. Today we're going to focus on transitions and relationships. Not like boyfriend-girlfriend relationships. I know that's what you're thinking, but that's not it. Let's take a look in the box. Transitions signal different types of relationships between details and ideas. So it links details and ideas. There's three different kinds that we're going to focus on, and they are listed right here on the side in the bold. So we've got time order, comparison and contract, so compare and contract. Remember, we see similarities and differences in that. And then this one is cause and effect. Let's look at the time order first. So look at those words, those examples of transition words. First, next, later, soon, after, eventually, and then. That makes sense. If we are telling a story and we want to show kind of a time order, we'll tell when things happen in that time. So you've got first, this happens, or next, this happened. You could also say later and say what happened then. So that's telling us a time order. So those are transitions that show time. First, next, later, then, or then, those show time. The next section down talks about comparison and contrast. So compare and contrast. Remember, compare and contrast, the compare shows similarities between things. And if you look on the side in those words that give examples, you've got like, similarly, and those two show similarities between these two ideas. The other part to this is contrast. And remember, contrast means to show the differences in things. And there are some examples in the next part that show the differences, like in contrast to, although, unlike, and those will show the difference. You can use those transitions to show differences in ideas. The last section is cause and effect. Something happens that determines what happens next. The cause could be it rained outside, and the effect could be that a rainbow formed. So we've got cause and effect, right? To show cause and effect in our writing, we can use these transitions. Therefore, that's a big word, but you could use it. I know you could. As a result, so something happened, and as a result, something else happened. Let's use that in our example. It rained outside this morning. As a result, a rainbow appeared in the sky. Another one is consequently. We could use it the same way. It rained this morning. Consequently, a rainbow appeared in the sky. So we can use transitions to help our writing sound better. Now, what you're going to be doing for grammar today is 1 through 8 at the bottom. You are going to write a transition word on the blank. And you don't have to come up with that word all on your own because they give you a hint. If you take a look at number 1, in the parentheses at the very end, it says comparison. So it's telling you on this one that this is going to be a comparison one. So we're going to look up here to the comparison and contrast and find an example in this section right here that we can fill in the blank. So we've got blank James Fortin, Joseph Martin is a hero. Now we're comparing, so we are saying that these two are the same. Contrast is when they're different. Comparison is when they're the same. So we've got to use one that shows that both James Fortin and James Martin are heroes. So we could say, like James Fortin, James Martin is a hero. Or we could say, similarly to James Fortin, Joseph Martin is a hero. Okay? So we could use one of those. The next one, number 2, and remember, you can pause this video at any time. So if you need to fill in, pause the video and then we can move on to number 2. Number 2, it shows at the end, in parentheses, that it's going to be a cause and effect transition. So we're going to be looking in this area right here for our answer. He was a patriot. Now this is kind of a continuation, so it's talking about Joseph Martin from number 1. So Joseph Martin, he was a patriot. Blank, he served his country. Okay, so cause was he was a patriot. What was the effect? He served his country. So we need to use that. He was a patriot. As a result, he served his country. Or you could use, he was a patriot. Consequently, he served his country. Okay? Now, I think that you can do the rest. Look at the words in the parentheses at the end, then go up to the top box and look at some of the examples that are listed up there and fill them in. Okay? Good luck. You're going to do great.